Yo, that's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the Social Norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm
Yeah. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back at it again with another one. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Bean.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, it's the Social Norm. We go ahead and talk to you fellas, open y'all minds, make y'all think a little different, and be the best y'all can be. Now, today, you know we got another banger for y'all. Yeah, last week we was over there talking about, how to get more confidence.
Get more
This
confidence
week,
in yourself.
We talking about how to get your woman to behave and respect you. Now, I had to go ahead and give y'all a disclaimer. This is me and Bean's personal opinion. This is not the end all be all. This is not the factuals. This just not the who said it and why. This is just how we see things. We give us y'all opinion. You give us yours. We give us ours. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Now, before we get into the subject of how to get, the respect and also the behavior, you got to understand something. Be the man she needs, not the man she wants. Because a lot of times women don't know what they want. It's up to us to show them. But I want you to see this video before we get into it of a woman who is out of line, just out of bounds. I mean, all the way, she's just out of it, dude. And see what happens to her man from doing what she wants to do. Watch this shit. Now I'm gonna give you the setup. They in a hotel room somewhere, and she's arguing with this black man. The dude in the red shorts, that's her man. All right, let's watch it.
Situation because she's still right there, still talking. Y'all supposed to separate the parties. No.
to touch you in a few minutes.
Hey! Oh my God! Oh!
Pause it. Now, I'm gonna rewind this one more time, and I want y'all to see what happens when you allow a woman to just do what she wants to do in your presence, and you have not put her in her place when it comes to good behavior.
I'm to touch you in a few minutes.
Hey! Oh my God! Oh! So he did it.
And she's still going. As her man is laid out, she's still going. You think she care about him? Look at this. Can I zoom in on this? Because I don't. I think I can. Because I don't think y'all want to see your ass up like that. Your ass up and you laid out while your woman over there. So me and Beans, we're going to help you with that and try to get you to where you understand you don't need to be that way. Now, what you got to say, bro?
Okay. Now, we kind of talked about this earlier at work.
Go ahead.
Now, he definitely should have backed her.
Backed her? How?
He should have backed her. Like you said, he should have. Well, he should have.
He was backing her. He was talking.
Well, yeah, he should. Now, she was out of line for hitting that dude. Hands down. She should never put her hands on. But like we said at work, he should have backed her, and then she should have pulled her to the side, like advert, like, "Yo, you bugging."
I don't think in the heat of the moment.
Of course, you don't think like that when she hauled off him for whatever reason, hauled off and.
Now, if you want to go ahead and get on the show, or you can leave a comment. That's fine. We accept comments too. But if you want to get on the show, I'm going to put in the comment section. You click on the live stream StreamYard app, and you can go ahead and get on the live stream with us and talk to me and Beans face to face. All right. Now,
He got mollywopped.
hell yeah, it was crazy. So let's get back to it. Now, like I said, the first thing you got to understand, fellas, you got to give respect to get respect. Now, so many of us, we all follow, we have authority in the world. We got police officers, we got our parents, we got a lot of things that we look at as authority. But we also understand that when our parents, when the police, when they are out of line and they not keeping it real and they go out of bounds to where they're being disrespectful all the time, you tend to lose respect for them. Now, you might fear them, but respect is where when that person is not around, you still hold them up at the utmost. You know what I mean? And that's where you got to keep it real with yourself. You got to keep it real with this woman. You got to treat her with respect to get respect.
Yes, that's true.
Now, you also got to be patient with, because what women they go off of emotions. So you got to be that rock to them and understand the reason she has bad behavior around you. It's not her fault. It's yours. It's your fault, because the fact is you didn't demand respect. You didn't demand her to keep herself at the highest level of cooperation, of being a lady. See, at that moment, once that girl went and put her hands up to strike that man, she was no longer a lady. She was a wild animal, and she needed to be tased. That's how I look at it. Because there's a difference between being a female and being a lady. See, I have no problem. You should never hit a lady.
All right, that's true.
I'm not going to sit there and say you should never hit a female. You should never hit a male. I'm saying you should never hit a lady, because once she starts going out of bounds of being a lady, she free game for anybody. Because we all adults.
So you said as soon as she knuckled up,
he should have uppercutted her into the next level. Hadouken.
Well, he goes say he still saw her as a lady though. That's probably why he sucker punched her husband instead.
But see, this is what I'm saying. He can't blame that dude for punching him, because it really isn't her fault that she's acting the way she's acting. It's his. He sat around for years. Probably this ain't the first time she ain't acted crazy.
No, that's because
this is probably the first time on camera she acted crazy to where he had to deal with the punishment. And so many of us have had that, where you had a woman acting out in a restaurant, in Walmart, or whatever. It's just home training. He hasn't trained her properly. Now, I don't know what the comments saying, because I know they probably saying some bull.
I don't see nothing yet.
All right,
so far.
So understand, you gotta give respect to get respect. Treat this woman with respect, but understand you're not about to take disrespect. All right. Now the second step you got to do is don't reward bad behavior. How many times have we sat around and because she got a big ass, because she looked good, you let her talk to you crazy. You let her be late for things. You let her talk bad about your friends and family just because the pussy. That right there is the reason she keeps acting that way, because you allow physical to override your own respect for yourself. Okay, find out what she wants. Most women want three things: they want attention, they want validation, and they want security.
And they don't respect yes men.
No,
they really don't.
So you got to figure out what she wants. What type of woman is she? What type of thing does she find the most needy? Is she needy to where she needs you to say, I love you? Is she needy to say you to talk on the phone with her? Whatever it is, once she has bad behavior, stop it. Take away the attention, take away the validation, take away the security. If she feels like you're always going to be there, no matter what she does, it seems like each time it just gets intensified more and more of the bad behavior. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. I see what you're saying. It's like, okay, I crossed this line, nothing happened.
Yes,
So I'm gonna go a little further.
a little further and
Okay,
a
that's
little
what-
further until she's gonna keep pushing until she sees where your line ends. And if it never ends, then she's gonna be doing what that lady's doing. You're just a pushover. She's just gonna act the way she wants to act, which is like a wild animal. Not saying all women like that, but the women who are behaving like that, they wild animals, and they need to be tased. Yes,
What's going on with this taser, man?
Hey, I'm just saying, we see a lot of men get tased. I'm ready to see some of these women get tased that's doing this crazy shit. Everybody, look, think about this. All the time you see the men acting up, they never get to that level before they get tased.
No, because we know it's coming. We know that we are confrontational with each other. That's just what it is.
But I'm saying in public, when a man is irate and he's getting in people's faces and he's looking to strike, he's getting tased quickly. Get him down. Now, like I said, take away what she loves. That's it. It's simple. A lot of times the people are like, "Oh, well, why you talk to them like they're kids?" Because the same thing that works for children, as far as, and this leads into the next thing, what I was just about to say, positive reinforcement. See, once again, I said you got to give respect to get respect. You got to treat her respectfully. You never degrade her. You never sit there and talk negatively about her.
Mhm.
You just cut off at the kneecaps what she loves. And then when she does the right things, the things you want her to do, you reward her. You reward her with attention. You reward her with validation,
Encouragement,
and you reward her with security and encouragement. You praise her, so that way she realizes if this is the thing she wants, which is validation and attention. How does she get it? She learns how to get it from you by doing the proper positive things. You want her to cook you meals. When she does cook you a meal, you don't sit there and talk bad about, oh, well, you know what, it's a little salty. You don't do that. You know what you do? You say, babe, this is great. I love it when you cook me meals.
You know what? That does make sense. And let me tell you why. My lady bought me a shirt one time for my birthday, and that joint was small. Like it was
too small.
It was too small. And instead of just saying, you know, I appreciate this. You know,
you were like, it's too small.
Yeah, I was like,
you complain.
I was like, yo, like, you know me for all this time, you don't know what.
And this is the thing. Too many of us sit back and complain when they do something right. Yeah. It takes practice.
It does.
Like on our end too. And understand this. This isn't just for the fellas, because ladies, you can do the same thing and use the same formula to get your man to do the things you need him to do for you. All right. If you need something to be fixed or you need him to cut the grass, he cut that grass. You know what you say? Babe, I swear you cut it better than anybody on this block. You got our house looking great.
Yeah.
I got me a man that know how to do something. That right there will make a man be like, oh, I'm cutting the grass all the
My
time.
lady did do that to me once. I cleaned the bathroom one time, and the next time she wanted me to clean it, I was like, why can't you clean it? Oh, because nobody can clean it like you. You clean it better than me and all this other stuff. And I'm like,
yeah. But and you now you got to, I mean, you can't make it where it's fake. You got to really praise them for what they do well.
Yeah, I saw right through it. But
and the effort, that's what you got to praise, the effort. Yeah. The fact is, your woman tried to cook you a meal. If you want her to cook you a meal, she might not be the best at it, but she gonna work on it if you love her cooking you meals. You know what I mean? So praise her with cuddles, whatever she likes to do. You praise her with that. And I'm telling you, that's going to get her to behave. That's going to get her to be on the same wavelength you trying to be on. And everything going to be smooth. You know, eventually she's going to try to rock the boat, but you just go right back and cut it off again. All right. Now, respect yourself more and mean what you say. And this is what I mean by that. You got to know that respecting yourself means more than having her. Okay? She needs to know that. that ultimately, before anything, you're gonna respect yourself the most, the utmost. It's not gonna be a moment where you're gonna be disrespected just to keep her around, just to keep her happy. You're not gonna do that. That right there, I don't care what she tells you, I don't care how much she tries to cry or whatever, she will respect that way more when you mean what you say. If you tell her, look, the next time you talk disrespectful about my mom, we're not gonna be going nowhere. We're not gonna be doing that. We're not, you gotta mean it and really stand by it. The next time you cuss me out in public, you won't be going out in public with me no more. And if she tries you, you got to be willing to say, okay, you tested it. Now you got to pay the price. It's just like, and this is why I had to keep going back to, it's just like parenting. If a kid, you tell a kid, come home at 10 o'clock, be home at 10. If you don't be at home at 10, guess what? You're not going out this weekend. And they come in at 10:30. At what point do you say, you know what? I gotta hold on what I said. Otherwise, what use of even saying anything?
Yeah, yes. Let your yes be yes or your no be no.
100%.
Mean what you say and say what you mean.
Now, has there ever been a time where you try to set some boundaries and you folded under it?
Ooh,
Whether it was because you was hungry, you was a little horny, whether you was just like what?
There are times where I've gotten into arguments and I was like, you know what? Let her have this one. You know what I mean? Like I do that line in the sand, but I want it when I want it. And I was like, you know what?
Well, what I mean is no. See, now I'm not talking about pick your battles. I'm not talking about things she does that's annoying. I'm talking about disrespectful things. Okay.
Well,
We're not gonna, yes, not where I'm talking about where she's like she wants to watch a certain show. Okay. When I say behave, I'm talking about overall being a good person, being the woman that you desire and want to be around. Not she wants to watch her TV shows and you want to watch sports. So you fold and just let her watch some TV.
Oh no,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about serious issues because we got in this day and age right now, we got a lot of women who are out there and they just are wild animals. They're wild. They doing whatever they want, saying whatever they want, and no one is checking them. This got to stop, y'all. Fellas, it got to stop. And I don't, like I said, I don't blame women. It's not their fault. I blame men because we didn't check it hard enough in the years before. And now, because I was talking to somebody at work and I said, think about this. 50 years ago, if a woman did something that was deemed disgraceful, not only did men check it, but the women checked it even harder because they knew the men didn't accept it. But now we live in a world where men have accepted so much buffoonery, so much out there acting a fool.
Well, that's the generation now.
It is.
But
this is why we here. We here to try to tell y'all you don't have to have it where you just accept anything. There's gonna be women. Now, this is what I'm getting at. When I say you have to respect yourself more than wanting to keep her around, there's gonna be women that are literally going to leave you because she does not want to get with your program. She is gonna try to disrespect you continuously because she doesn't respect herself or you. So ultimately, what's gonna happen is you're gonna leave her. And you're gonna be like, damn, Canteen Beans told us to do this, and now I'm not together with her. You just saved yourself a whole lot of headache because it's not gonna change. She's not gonna change. So you just gotta push her away. What's gonna happen is you're gonna attract a woman that is for you.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That understands what you need and she's gonna bring that to the table.
Okay.
It's just simple. I think I might be almost done, y'all, because I just, it's really simple. It's not hard. Here we go. I told y'all, this is what it is. You got to be willing to walk away. Once she understands that you don't need her more than you need to respect yourself, she's going to behave accordingly. Otherwise, what's the old saying? Don't hit you where the good Lord split you. because you got to fucking go. You gotta go, baby.
Don't let the door
Hit you where the good Lord split you. You gotta go. And I mean in the haste.
And I understand it, that's easier said than done, especially if you got years invested in things like that.
But how long has she been doing this to you? How long has she been disrespecting you?
That's true. It's going to be a point where you're going to I can't do this no more.
At some point, you got to drop your nuts and say, I respect myself too much.
Yes.
And like I said, this goes hand in hand for women too. Okay? Don't let a man disrespect you. You a queen. You don't deserve disrespect. That's why I said it takes respect to get respect. We got to give each other respect. It's so much this other end of the spectrum where men and women are not respecting each other. Yeah. You got to respect what this woman needs for you, and she got to respect what a man needs. A man needs obedience, cooperation, peace. We need somebody who's willing to be a helper. There's so many women out here that don't want to help a man. They just want the man to be already done, already 100% set and all. So if he's already set with everything he needs, what are you there for? If a woman is already set and everything she needs, what is he there for? I just make it make sense. Everybody needs somebody to make them ascend to higher highs.
Next level, new level.
That's why the Lord brought us here. That's why he put men and women together, the yin to the yang.
To work together.
Exactly. But it's up to us as men, if we truly want to be leaders and have a woman follow us, we need to put the right steps in, and that comes with respecting ourselves over everything. Okay? Have respect and know what the Lord wants for you, and then you lead yourself in a path to where she can follow.
Shay says, I don't want you in survival mode though. Or you shouldn't date somebody like that.
You don't want me in survival mode.
What do you mean by like they got the bare minimum? Like they,
if you this and you know this is why, and I hate to say this, but I always see these women post these TikToks that say, if you didn't want me at my worst, I don't want you at my best. And my thing is this, and this is I'm being 100%. You got to see a woman or your spouse. Don't look at them what they got right then. Look at what they could be, because what you got to understand is this: it don't happen by yourself. To make Rome wasn't built in a day. You need a team to. You think Beyonce is Beyonce because of Beyonce, or you think Beyonce is Beyonce because she got a whole team around her to make her Beyonce?
She definitely got a squad.
Okay, and I'm trying to explain to men and women, you could have somebody, and if they genuinely are a good person and genuinely work with what you trying to do, you can make them, y'all together can make yourselves even better than what you are right now, just because he got less or just because she got less. I learned that because I was dealing with a girl and she was making less money. She was making way less money than me. And I kept on saying, like, man, you could do much better. You could do much better. Staying with her, but it was frustrating. It was frustrating because I felt like she wasn't gonna get she wasn't trying to get no more, but she was. She was trying to get no more, but I wasn't ready to wait.
Oh, you wanted her to get it right.
I wanted her to start moving fast enough in my speed.
Unfortunately, everybody moves in their own time.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to think, is this person trying to get it? If they really trying to get it, eventually they're going to get it. Because just like this show, if you don't quit at something, guess what happens? You get better at it and you keep growing faster and faster and faster. And then you finally, people be like, damn, these motherfuckers made it. Look how quick they made it. They don't realize how long you've been grinding. See, the problem is in America, men and women don't want to grind with each other no more. We want to sit around and say, look, I need me a finished product. Or I don't want a finished product, but I ain't trying to start at the first quarter with you. I'm trying to get where I kind of see the value is around the corner. You know what I mean? That's the problem with people. When you invest, that's what called investing in somebody. Nobody wants to invest in each other no more. You don't want to invest where it's a startup and I don't know where you're gonna go. You might go to the moon or you might shit the bed. Women ain't trying to take that risk nowadays. Men
Yeah,
ain't trying to take that
They
risk.
want the NFL player. They don't want you when you about to go into the draft.
That's why I love when I seen it was a dude. He was in the Super Bowl, football player. I forgot his name, but he had a picture of his girl when he was in high school. She had his number one fan, and then the same girl in the Super Bowl got his Super Bowl jersey, number one wife. That's somebody who invested in somebody who didn't know
Time.
what he was going to be, but she didn't care because she knew she was going to be with him.
People don't do that no more.
No. People so worried about what you got and what you don't. You better be worried about who they are inside.
It's about what you bring. Nowadays, people say, "What do you bring to the table?"
Fuck, dude. Let me tell you right now. There's people who have been millionaires and are dead broke today. Then there's people who were dead broke and they millionaires.
Yeah.
Things that you have are just materialistic. It comes and goes. Who you are as a person, that's what's gonna matter at the end of it all. Cause once you can have I can tell you right now, you can live in a mansion, have a Lamborghini cars, and every time you come home, guess what? You get 2 motherfucking black eyes because this dude is insecure and he want to beat on women. But then you could get a man who you live in a mobile home, and this dude love you, treat you like gold, treat you like the queen you're supposed to be treated like. But you would never talk to him because you sitting there worried about that. And fellas, the same way with mine. You worried about what she gonna be. Is she gonna, because one of my issues was I didn't want to marry no woman and she just be a housewife. And what happens if we get divorced? Now I had to give her everything. But that's
you already worried about what you're gonna lose.
I already worried about what she's gonna lose. I had a loser mentality.
Yeah.
Where I was thinking, what am I gonna lose if shit go bad? But the problem is, that's me living in a world of scarcity. That's me thinking this is my only chance. If I don't want her to take it away from me. But the reality is, if you live in a life in abundance, if you live where you respect yourself and you know yourself, fellas, there's nobody that can break you.
Yeah.
No woman can break you if you respect yourself enough. She can try. There's plenty of women that don't try. There's plenty of men that don't try.
Yeah, you missed out on potentially a good woman because you worried about
materialistic,
tangible things.
Yeah,
things you can get back.
You can't get back a person who really real and who really respects you and really down for you. You can't get that back. That's a rare breed. What the comments talking about?
Let's go back. Shay said they don't have the basics: food, clothing, and shelter. Who are you dating? Because
first off, let me say this: if somebody don't got food, what did he say?
She said food, clothing, and shelter. Wow,
food, clothing, and shelter. That's a homeless person. And the fact is, most of us meet people online. So if you meeting them online, how the hell is you homeless? How the hell you ain't got clothes? How the hell you ain't got a place to live? That's some bull.
Like I said, maybe you should be dating that person. I said because everyone can say what is needed and perform as needed when they are in need. That's it. Right?
I need you to. Okay, I'm gonna read it
because everyone can say what is needed and perform as needed when they say it.
Because everyone can say what is needed and perform as needed when they are in need. Okay, so he's trying to say that everybody can act like they need you and everything when they actually do need you, but when they don't need you,
gotcha.
Okay, that is true, but that's where you realize if who's real, who isn't. There's no such thing as a finished product if he's a good man, if he's a good dude.
That's true.
Okay.
Always trying to better yourself, go to the next level. I think that's what she means.
Yeah.
Okay. Kobe here said people want what they want, how they want it. Folks hate to work for anything. Anything worth having is worth working for. That's true.
That's a fact. And you got to realize, you got to be real. I'm gonna say this. One thing that I've seen from a lot of true married couples, you deal with a lot of swallowing stuff, taking it in and accepting the person as they are. Meaning they might not be perfect, but you got to ride you, but you're not perfect.
Yeah, that's what you got to remember.
That's the key. We sit there and we judge so many of our counterparts, but we don't judge ourselves. We don't sit there and say what's wrong with me, because I got a lot of issues that I can't sit there. And the fact is, I might not see them. You know them, but you don't think
Yeah.
about them every day.
Yeah.
But guess what? The person you laying down with and being with, they do see them.
understand that.
They know you have these problems, and guess what? They still fucking with you.
And
That's a bad motherfucker right
And
there.
add to that, when you say you gotta, a lot of times when you swallow things like that, you have to pick your battles, because a lot of times I've done this. I'm speaking from experience. I have let things go just for the sake of not arguing.
Well,
just
that's
to
why.
keep in peace.
And if you see
in the home.
on one of my slides, I told y'all where it is. I said, now, stay focused, but also, where is it at? Here we go. Be patient with the woman. Don't get mad at her.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. So many times as a man, because we don't live off of emotions and women do, you gonna have to swallow and take a lot of shit. Okay, things that really are minor in the big scheme of things. Things that don't really make or break your life, but it might make or break the day.
Yeah.
And if like me and Beans always say, live today like it's your last, because the fact is, it might be. And the one thing you don't want is to be sitting there arguing about why motherfuckers didn't tie up the bagel bag tight.
Listen,
like, okay,
I've gotten into arguments about drinking the rest of the orange juice.
What you want them lead the last gulp?
No, she did, and I was just like, oh, I just drunk it and left. And then I literally I'm walking out the door, and she's like, so that's what you're gonna do? You're gonna drink the rest of the orange juice? I'm like, yeah.
So, how much was it left? Like a little gulp?
It wasn't enough for anything.
Oh,
I was like, we really go argue about this?
Yeah. See that, but this is what you got to realize. A lot of times when women are yelling about stuff like that, they not really yelling about that. See, women are cryptic. They're gonna say, "What the fuck?" As soon as a woman yelling at you about some like you didn't change the toilet paper or something like minor, you know what you got to do, fellas? Say, "Hey, baby, you want to come in this room? Let me eat your pussy." That right there changes everything.
It ain't about the great. I know. Listen. Back then, this is when I first got married. Back then, I was like, we really arguing about orange juice. I didn't.
Oh yeah, I fell for it too.
I was like,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I went in too. I was like, oh, this is what we're gonna do.
You want to fight? Okay. I'm gonna give your ass a fight.
I was more bad because it was stupid.
Yeah. Sometimes
I didn't realize she was talking about
because she wants you to put that pressure on her. She wants you to put that pressure on her because she wants some type of emotion. So she gonna hit you with something just to argue, because she ain't had an argument in a minute.
Yeah, I was like, yo, we really. I mean, it was like early in the morning. I'm at my most dangerous at 6 o'clock in the morning because I'm hungry and I'm tired.
Women,
so all she got to do is
poke
and I'm like, what's your problem?
So women they live off of emotion. So a lot of times we be sitting there, fellas, like, why is she always doing it? Because women need the fucking life to be like a movie. They need shit like a movie, dude. They need a roller coaster up and down. You got to show something. And if everything that's why we get so frustrated, because we be sitting there like everything could be smooth, good, great. And then she just hit you with something. You be like, what the fuck you rocking the boat for?
Yeah. Listen,
because it's boring to her.
Yeah. Yes. I know this now. And this after so many years.
Yeah.
Because there's so many. I mean, I can go back and tell you plenty of pointless arguments. And I just be looking at this woman is crazy.
Put in the comment section the most pointless argument your woman told you y'all started arguing about. You fell for it.
And I fell for it. And after a while, after talking to my father been married for like 49 years. And he had like, look, man, it's not about them. It's not about the orange juice, okay?
Hey,
use your brain. It's not about the orange juice.
That's a fact. Hey, if you like the content, man, hit a like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you're really liking the content, you want to show love to the channel, go ahead to that Cash App, man. Hit us up, man. We appreciate everybody who gets us some ducats. AA Ron /Skins, my man Jimmy, all y'all. We appreciate all the love that y'all give us, because we're gonna keep doing these bangers for y'all. Now, and I told y'all, put in the comments. I really want to know what's the craziest thing you ever argue with your significant other about. that she was like, I can't even believe we really argued about this shit.
Yeah, but I really, when it comes to arguing like that, I really think it's inevitable because my parents.
And put a thumbs up. I mean, cause y'all put a thumbs up if y'all ended up getting busy with it afterwards. Oh, let me leave that up and cut that down.
Oh yeah, that's.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
Over some orange juice.
Over some orange juice.
Then you like,
but I'm like, listen, you ain't gotta go through all that if that's what you want.
That's how they're gonna go.
Say it.
No, because you gotta realize, you know how like, okay, you ever watch porn and you and they have the intro and the whole little ding dong. Hey, you know, you order,
gotta have that fantasy.
They
that
need
story.
The fantasy. They need something
line
to make it worth wow for them.
Man, this piece
you
is
can't just be like,
50.
okay, let's just fuck. Let's just fuck. Come on.
I know it ain't. I know.
I get as a young man, I was so naive about it. I was like, why can't they just ready? If they want fuck, why can't they just fuck? Because I was immature and I realized they not us. Women are not made the same way as men, so you can't go at them the same way.
That's true.
That's why, if you really look at it, I hate to say this, that's why gay dudes so happy. Gay dudes are happy because they gay. They both dudes and they're both
logical.
They're gonna they're not gonna go through all the chess moves to get to the queen. They just gonna here's a pawn. Come on, let's go.
Straight to the
We're
end.
going to do something. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Danny says he argued over a comforter.
God damn.
Ice. Shay said that I argued over ice.
How the fuck you argue over ice?
Yeah, y'all gonna have to explain.
Y'all gonna have to. I need y'all to get on it, click this link and get in this live so we can see what y'all talking about.
Some of these
because
arguments.
A comforter. Okay, okay. I'm thinking you argued about what comforter to get because women are very particular of like furniture.
Or I'm thinking maybe he was hogging it. You know what I mean? You ever have one of those where you sleeping next to somebody and they pulling over. You cold as hell. I've been in one of my arguments.
Dude, one time I was and I purposely try to sleep on like if I have my bed near the wall, like back in my old house, I used to have a bed near the wall. I purposely always, if a girl came in my house, I would sleep on the side where the wall was.
I do that
because I felt like when I slept on the other side where the wall wasn't, she just kept pushing me to the edge, and so at least if I slept on the wall, I couldn't fall off. But what they do is they corner you. They keep you right there. So, and I'm a free sleeper. I like to move around. So anybody in bed with me, I roll around. I'm like a real dog. Like I literally like rotate all the fucking time. So I was like, this motherfucker. So I would just make up excuses to get up out the bed. Like I would like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then I just wouldn't sleep with them the rest of the night. Like, I go to the couch. And then I would get a text message at like 3-4 hours later. Where are you at?
Yo, you know,
I'm like,
I can't say no. I do that still to this day.
I be sitting in there, dude. I be like, man, I'm in come back to bed.
All right,
I'm you know, they will say shit like I'm scared. How the fuck you scared? We're grown ass
37 years old.
Yeah, what you talking about? You scared? I'm gonna put a nightlight out there for you.
I be like, I'm watching TV. I didn't want to wake you. I'm out here eating something. I don't. I got a billion one excuses.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to tell on myself and some devilish shit I did, but I ain't about to. That's another episode, y'all. He said
he spilled something on it. Yeah, I've done that.
He said, wait a minute, what's that? I would have got mad too. Don't want a wet ass blanket. Oh,
what'd you spill on it, man? That's the question.
Man, look, accidents happen.
They do.
If I spill something, goddamn it, I bought it. I'll buy another one. I don't want you over there sitting there complaining to me because I spilled something. Now I peed in the bed. You can you can get on my ass. I peed in the bed. I'm a grown ass man. I shouldn't be doing that.
I'm about to say,
you know what? But you
break up where listen. You pee in the bed. You break up with her that night.
No,
because she will bring that up later.
No. But this is the thing. So say y'all live together, right? You pee in the bed. You know, for that week, she gonna come in and just look at you.
I will look at you
at
like
that point.
Too,
I can't say nothing. I just gotta. So, you want something from the stove? I mean, goddamn shit.
That's a whole mess.
It wasn't much. It was just specs. Oh, I'm guessing you must have got like a white couch or white comforter, and then put some like Kool-Aid out there. You know what? This is shit that men, when we do something like that, that was a true accident. When women do it, That's because y'all was arguing about what comforter you wanted, and she finally gave you the comforter. But her whole plan was to spill some shit on that fucking comforter anyway,
just to get another
spite
one.
your ass. That's the shit that I'm telling you. This is shit women do. They like diabolical with this shit.
Let me tell you something, man. Because an older lady put me on game like this. My lady, right now, I'm better at ironing than my lady is. I said, if I wash the clothes, you gonna iron them. That's how we did it, right? She kept burning my clothes. So eventually, here's when I first got married. Eventually, I was like, you know what? You can't iron a damn thing no more.
Look, there's more one way to skin a cat.
Yes.
That's what the women say.
So lady was like, so years down the line, I just happened to talk about it, like, man, my wife be burning stuff all the time. So this older lady was like, she did it on purpose, right? I was like, what?
Let me ask you this: did she ever burn any of her clothes?
That's what she said to me. I was like,
you gotta think, fellas.
I was like, oh damn.
These women out here they smarter than us. I'm gonna be honest, they're smarter than us. They're gonna go the extra mile to just really get it their way.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, comforters, how you want the house to look. Let her decide those things. Because you'll have a happier life.
Yeah, they care about that. So listen,
have one room in the house.
Yes, that's it.
That she can't touch. That's it. He said, I was craving ice. He ate all the. Okay, I'm done with you right now. I'm done with this. Okay, he ate all the ice. Then I had to go to the store and I had to pay for it. So that's what happens when you go to the store. You have to buy things. So when I came back, it was on. I got petty. Okay, was you pregnant?
I want to say, did you ask him, like, hey, could you go get some more ice?
Well, first off, I don't even eat ice. And for a man to be eating ice, that's a little weird.
It must have been hot as hell outside.
Okay,
I do that sometimes.
I mean, I put ice in my mouth and let if it's hot, but I'm not about to just eat ice. But I swear, women live by eating ice. Like you almost, there's women out here that you could for a date or for Valentine's Day, you could almost get them the Sonic ice. And that's like getting them flowers. That's how much they love ice.
I wish it was that simple.
She got a dog, damn.
No, she said she got your dog. He talking about me. She did get me. I went home that day. I was like, you son.
Yeah. Women know how to do way
took that L. I didn't even know I took it.
Right, I'm saying, if you think that a woman messes up at daily house chores, she lying to you. She's doing that because she don't want to do
one of my favorite shirts. I was like, all right, that's it.
Okay, you want me to wash your car? Okay.
I'm ironing. Forget you can't do this.
Yeah. You gotta know your woman. If you know your woman's petty, like they're all petty, but if you know your woman's really petty, don't go back and forth with something that you can live with. Like I said, the comforter, if she want the comforter, get her the comforter.
Yeah.
It's
a blanket. It's all right.
Now the comforter like 3 times your spending limit. Fuck what she talking about. We getting this goddamn comforter and you can spill all kind of shit on it. I don't give a damn. I'm not about to buy crazy comfort. But
Aaron said he argued over not taking out the trash and being on the game too long.
Okay, Aaron, aka Skins, aka who did it and why. Why is you arguing about taking out the trash? Because women automatically look at that as a man. I guess chore. Plus, I know for me, I'm gonna be mad as hell when the woman try to take out the trash. You got the big ass trash bins, and she dragging the trash, and the shit busts open because that's what they'll do. I'm telling you this, you don't understand, fellas. When you try to make your woman do something that she feels you should be doing, she will fuck it up on purpose. Oh, look it. Now the whole hallway smell like shit. Now you gotta figure this shit out. I'm done with it. And she'll just wash her hands with it. Now you out there cleaning up trash.
I watched my mother do this, man. Like I'll get the trash, but it's heavy. I might hurt myself.
Yeah. Oh, I got carpal tunnel.
Dad be like, all right, let me get.
Yeah, she gonna, and you gotta realize she's not gonna just get you that day. That's gonna be a week thing. She gonna talk about it a month later with her when you're around your mom, and she's like, oh girl, she's like, what's wrong with your wrist? I mean, I be pulling these big garbage bins down the street. What?
Why you
she
taking that?
That's what she gonna do. She gonna wait for the perfect moment to checkmate your ass. So you better off just doing it. And don't think you pussy whipped or any of that. It's just you figuring out what battles you want to use. You save the battles you want to win for the big shit.
Yeah, I had to learn that lesson the hard way. Over the years, I had to learn that lesson the hard way.
Yeah. I've
Picking
seen
and
so
choosing.
many men where they're married and everybody's like, man, your wife tell you to do this, you do everything your wife tell you to do. And it's like what they don't realize is he's doing the things she wants him to do that are small, that don't really mean life-threatening, your inner soul doesn't feel like you're lying to yourself type thing. He can live with it. She can't. Women can't live with the little stuff. So you got to just say, okay, I'll give you the little stuff. The big stuff I'm gonna have. I'm the big dog. When Big Dog says we not doing this, motherfucker, we not doing it. But I'm gonna hold that because you gotta realize, like a king, and that's why I say, fellas, you gotta have yourself feeling like you the motherfucking king. Kings don't dibble dabble with every little thing of the kingdom. He don't decide every little thing. He let his helpers, that's what his woman is. He lets his woman decide the everyday little things. Only the major things. Are we going to war? You know what I mean? Are we gonna pass these laws? That's the major
Things
stuff.
that are gonna affect the household
whole family. Yes.
overall.
Where are we moving to? Those are major things. You know what I'm saying? Is we buying this house? That's a major situation. That's when you go ahead and put your foot down if we buying it or not buying it. He said, happy spouses make happy houses. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. Yeah. Every day you should be sitting there thinking about, how can I make this person smile? See, I know y'all thought the title was going to be on some like, oh, I hate women. Women need to go ahead and do exactly what a man say. No. It's give and take.
Yes.
Men need to have respect for yourself too. I'm just talking about the Karens, the women who are out here doing the most foolish stuff. And I keep saying, fellas, you need to check her, but women, y'all need to check them even more. Because if the women checked them, they would understand, oh my God, I can't do this. Because see, men, we check them. Oh, there's so many women that take the women's side. We don't even sit there. There's so many women that's hurt out there that will take a woman's side, even though she knows she dead wrong.
Well, that's what I used to tell you when you had an opinion about something. And I always used to tell you, find a woman to say
the same thing I'm saying.
The same thing you saying, and they'll receive it better.
But we gotta get past that, dude. At some point, we gotta get past where men, you don't listen to nothing a man saying. Or as a man, you don't listen to nothing a woman saying because she a woman. That sounds dumb. Anybody who does that, you're ignorant. Somebody could tell you anything. Anybody should be able to tell you. Because understand something, a child could tell you something, and if the shit is real and the shit is good, you might want to listen.
Yeah.
Daddy, there's somebody in the house that don't. Oh, I ain't nobody know. Now you get shot, but your kid tried to tell you that when somebody
in society, that's a lot of times people don't listen to what's being said. They're looking at who's saying it.
See, it's always one hater in the motherfucker.
That's Brandon.
Yeah, you can hate. That's fine. I know you like him.
Too
cool for school.
You're not cool enough to wear those shades.
Yeah, that means he love them. Shout out to my haters.
You need haters.
I know. If you don't got haters, you doing something wrong. Remember that. Anything else?
Brandon, you at work?
I'm surprised. I ain't seen Brandon. Brandon always at work when we doing our show now.
Yes.
He must have changed shifts.
Something.
I don't know. But just make sure you doing everything you need to do, fellas, to make sure your woman is behaved and doing the right thing. Most of the time, I do feel like the guys in the channel that do watch our show do have behaved women, do have cooperative women, do have women that are ladies, and you treat them like ladies, as you should. But the ones you see, you got a fella, you got a friend, you got somebody, I need you to go ahead and have them watch this video. You know what I mean? And share the video. Let them know, hey, man, this is how you got to handle this stuff. Because there's too many women out here that just out here. What pimps call women that don't got no pimp? Just renegades. There's too many renegades out here. There's women out here that are literally just acting a fool and ain't nobody checking.
I will say this: when I first started dating my wife, there were times she would talk reckless.
That's testing you.
And then she would come and get me. I'm like, what happened now? And dude be all riled up. And I'm like,
because he ready, just like that dude, he ready to whoop
fight
on somebody.
He ready to fight.
He ain't gonna beat her up, but he gonna
fight me. And there's plenty of times. And I'm like, what happened? And then dude be like, your lady said this, and this. And I'm like, all right. And I de-escalated the situation. And then later on, I was like, yo, did you really say that to this dude?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I'm like, why?
Because she got you. Yeah. She thinking I can use you as a pawn to beat everybody up.
So finally, I was like, look, if you're not ready to throw hands, you need to stop writing these checks because your body not cashing them.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. It's story time right now. This is the last set, and then I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits. So I used to work as a casino. I used to be a dealer, and I'm dealing this game, blackjack. And while I'm dealing this game, there's this girl to the right of me. There's her boyfriend. There's this other dude. This dude had a $150. Anybody know what a $150 is? It's where you got a scar right here. That more than likely mean you've been in some shit. You ain't got in a fight, somebody cut you. Most of the time you've been in prison. That's where they usually do cuttings. And surprisingly, this guy had just been out of prison. So they're playing this game. The girl, she's been drinking. This dude, I'm telling you, this dude is like off of a James Bond villain movie. He's scary as hell, but I'm not saying nothing to him dealing. The guy, he does something with his hand that the girl doesn't like. And the girl sits there and say, hey man, you need to know how to play this fucking game. Now, he doesn't say anything to her. He looks to the dude and say, hey man, get your girl. As he should. He don't need to talk to her. Go get your girl, man. She like, get your girl. He can't get me. Then man, I told you know. And I said, hey, cool out. Now later on, 2 hands later, he does something again. The girl says, man, you fucking suck at this game. He said, man, I just told you, get your bitch. Now he'll switch it from get your girl to get your bitch.
Okay.
Because I told you. He said, and then the dude, she's like, hey, ain't nobody. So she stands up. I swear, y'all, if I'm lying, I'm flying, and I'm standing right on the ground right now. Look, this girl stands up, said, what you want to do? And starts, and the dude stands up. He's like looking, this girl squares off like he's Mike Tyson. Like, what's up? And I'm like, looking like, is this dude really about to fight him? So he goes to be like, nah, like I want to fight you, man. Matter of fact, she's like, nah, she bypasses her man and is like, I'm gonna fight you. She goes to swing. Now, mind you, she did swing, but he ate the hell out of it. This man hit her with a 2-piece, pop, and an uppercut. Boom, dropped her. Now I give her credit. So she knocked out. He goes to the boyfriend and boom, knocks him out. This dude sleep. Laid out. I'm talking about just like his ass up in the air, sleep. He knocked out this dude. He knocked out her. She gets up after he knocked her out once. That's why I say I give her credit. The fact that she got up from the 2-piece and uppercut, and then still wanted to fight. At that point, I was like, okay, this woman really has too much masculine energy. But her dude is asleep on there, and she went to fight him again. He hit her again. Boom. Everybody screaming, all the women, somebody help her, somebody help her. And I'm sitting there watching the whole shit. I'm like, help her. I'm like, somebody to help dude who sleep over there, because this woman, and I'm thinking, all I was thinking in my head was, if I was that dude sleeping, I woke up, soon as we get outside, I'm beating her ass.
He probably was.
I'm beating her ass.
He probably was awake. He just kind of did one of these, like
the fact. No, this dude was asleep. The way his body was up in the air. And he had the chicken wing arm behind him. He was asleep, dude. And I was like, oh my God, like this is. I'm like, I wish they would have recorded. I wish I had the recording of me, because everybody else is around me, and I'm just like this. I was smiling because I love to see. I'd love to see when somebody get out of hand and get reckless, somebody put them back in their place. I know y'all say, "Oh, that's fucked up to see her get knocked out," but I gotta be honest with you. She deserved the knockout, 100%.
Thank
I
God.
was fighting for this dude because I was like, he's gonna go back to jail. He went, and he did. He went back to jail for this. But I was just like, he shouldn't go to jail because this woman was out of line.
She attacked him.
She attacked him, and he defended himself. And then now I will say this: he did attack the boyfriend because the boyfriend did not want nothing of it, and he just went out his way to go knock him out just because they was together. And I was like, oh my god, this dude is filthy. He's filthy, dude. This dude was filthy with the hands. And she took it twice. She took 2 knockouts and got back up from it.
Yeah,
and I feel like he let off on the uppercut. Maybe he didn't. I don't know, but she could take a punch.
Let's see. Channy says that's a masculine woman. I don't think any lady or woman with feminine qualities would be doing that.
And that's why I say she was not a lady.
She was out of line. If I was him,
any lady that do this to a dude, like you should have seen the dude. The dude stood up. He looked at me. He was like he was confused because he was like, "Do you really want to go one-on-one with me?
You want these hands?" Oh.
So he was like, "Oh, you really want to be a man? Cool. What's up?" Like, cause she hit him once, but he ate right through that and pop, and he hit him with an uppercut that just dropped. You ever see somebody get uppercut and their whole body go limp?
Yeah.
That was it. She just dropped. And I was like, oh my God. And then he just, off of adrenaline, just went and attacked the other dude. That's why I say.
Was he at least standing up?
No, the other dude was standing.
Okay.
Because he stood up once she started doing this. Like she came around him. And
I probably would have bear hugged her, picked her up. My bad, dog. I would have picked her
up. No, it was no more talking.
Crazy?
Once he knocked her out, it was no more talking about nothing. He was straight in beast mode. I'm taking you out too because I told you get your man. Get your bitch. That's what he told her. She said that's a masculine woman. Okay, I don't think any woman or female. Okay, you read that right. Okay, one thing I hate is embarrassment. Thank you. Nobody wants to be embarrassed.
Exactly.
She said I have a no yelling policy in public. In public, we are united in private. I like what you talking about because look, if you a real queen and your man is a real king, do you ever see the Obamas arguing in public? Do you ever see the king or the Queen of England? You don't see those people because you know why? They got class. They know who they have a hierarchy in their mind and in their soul that they know I'll never let anybody get me out of my zen. He said, what she said, a private and where we discuss differences is even that should hold respectful boundaries. Yeah. You hold anytime y'all got to do a little roundup where you got to talk things out, you do that in the household, away from everybody else. You never, and we was talking about this at work. If my girl show out in a public setting, say she start acting a fool on a waiter about something the waiter said, that I'm gonna have her back. But as soon as we get in the car, if I feel like she wrong, I'm gonna check her ass.
Like, yo, you tripping.
You was dead wrong for that bullshit. Don't ever put me in that position again. Yeah. You do that shit again, we ain't going nowhere together. And she know what it is. But now in front of everybody else, we united. I'm with my girl, ride or die. But when we get apart and no one around, I'm gonna tell her you fucking wrong for that shit. Don't ever do no shit like that.
Yeah, but that's how it should be. Even Corey Holcomb said, like, the old school women would never embarrass their significant other like that. But when they get home,
oh, you can cuss the shit out of me then.
Yo, you blankety.
Yeah, you dirty, loud down mother. Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
I mean, even my parents, like, they didn't even do it in front of us. If my mother saw something that if my mother saw my father do something with us that she didn't like, she would wait till it was over, and then she'd be like, "Can I talk to you in the room for a second?" And then she would address them in there.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to let nobody see no what do you call it? Crinks in the armor.
Yeah,
it's sometimes about the car.
It's something about the car. Yeah, plenty arguments. I have plenty of arguments.
Oh yeah, the car is where you see, but you got to be worried. You got to be careful about this because you might say some things that's foul. You got for fellas. I'm giving you a forewarning. This is a 911 emergency warning. If you talking to your girl, have that motherfucker in park. Because if she's still steaming from whatever y'all bullshit y'all just came from, and you say some foul shit to her that she might not be ready to embrace, she'll be like, man, fuck what this, I'll kill us all. And then because I've had a girl try to grab the steering wheel, and I was like, hey, what you doing? Fuck this, I don't care about living right now. She like, we about to die. No, you about to die. We get the fuck out of this car. So make sure you gonna give her, if you gonna tell her what you gotta tell her, park the car. Park the car and say, look, just like what's that movie? A show, Snowfall. Remember how Snowfall, he was with the dude, and eventually, right when he got away from the dude, he pulled over and he was like, you the fucking problem. This is da. He gave him the business. And he said, all right, now start the car.
I missed that part.
You never seen that one on Snowfall?
Nah.
Who saw that one on Snowfall? Put a like in the comment if you saw that one. That was a OG moment right there. The dude was trying to cross him. He fucking told him like, nah, you gotta listen to my dude. He the man. And then when they got away from that dude, it was like, you keep fucking with him. Leave that motherfucker alone. Da.
I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Yeah, I'll show you the clip later.
It made me think of that Kevin Hart skit where he was talking about any woman that smack you or stuff like that while you driving don't care about her life.
No, they don't.
And then he was like, kill us both. And then,
kill us both, bitch. No, kill your half.
Yeah.
That was
Kevin Hart. It had me laughing. I was like, that's true. Plenty of arguments. I done had the car and
here. I got it right here. Let me pull it up, y'all. Hold up.
All right.
Y'all gonna watch this with us, man. Let's watch this clip from Snowfall. This is how you handle your woman. Now, this is a man on man, but think about if and this go for ladies too. You gotta know how to handle and be a unified front with your woman and your man. And then when you get together by yourselves, y'all talking bullshit. What the fuck? Here we go.
There you go.
Thought it was just you and me. Anything you gotta say to me, you can say in front of Lee. Fine. Lil Lee here been fucking with my crew. Trying to take our territory. Yeah, I ain't tried. I took that shit. Let the man talk. I feel like we need to renegotiate terms. Okay. Lieutenant Key from now on. Either that, or this little motherfucker head is my football. It's my terms. The prices are gonna stay the same. You don't like it? By all means, find yourself a new plug. And Leon here, well, he family. You fuck with him, you fuck with me. Understand?
Now, y'all see right there, he held his boy down. That's how you supposed to handle your business around people, outsiders, public. You let the girl. Okay, nah, my girl. This my girl, dude. I'm with you to the end. Now watch this. Now they in the car.
You don't got all this shit hanging over my head. But you off trying to start a war with our partners. The nigga diss me every time I see him. Acting like he the one in charge and shit. In Compton, he is the one. You lose. Every time you bite with that nigga, and I'm the one that pays for it. And you gonna get off his corners? You gonna leave his people be? Or you the one that's gonna find yourself a new plug? You don't mean that shit? The fuck I don't. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
Ooh, wait.
Watch this. Wait a minute.
Drive, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, that note, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Y'all gotta go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And at the end of the day, y'all see what it is. You got to respect each other, love each other,
Yeah.
and behave with each other. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen, man. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good one.
Hey, it's a social norm, man. What?
All right, here we go, man.
Nah, I ain't saying no, man. Just say what you gotta say.
All right,
Man,
y'all.
shit.
You better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations to